When you finish working on a query, it's best to save it so you can use the query again in the future. To save a query, click the Save button at the top of the screen. Enter a name for the query. I'll just give mine a simple name of collection count and click Save at the bottom of the screen. To close the query, I can simply click the cross on the tab at the top of the screen where it reads collection count. That's the name we just gave it. And you can see in the Saved Queries area, collection count is now a query I can open up again. To open up the query to run it, simply double click and the query is opened and run in one step. You can also run more than one query at the same time or be working on more than one query at the same time. I can do this by using the tabs across the top of the screen. For example, if I was looking at the collection count report which I just created, I could go back to Saved Queries at the top, select another report that's been created in the past just by double clicking on it, and I can switch between the two just by clicking on the appropriate tab across the top of the screen. If I'd like to create another query at the same time, I can either click the plus symbol on the tab at the top of the screen, or click the plus symbol in the top left-hand corner and start a new query that way. In this case, I'll just close it and close those others. You can also remove queries that you don't want anymore or don't need anymore. To do this, simply click on the query that you'd like to remove. This is done in the Saved Queries area. And at the top of the screen, you'll see a little minus symbol, which allows you to delete the query. When you click this link, you're asked the question, are you sure you want to delete? Answer yes if you'd like to remove it. In this case, I'll answer no because I want to keep it and work on it later. You can also open an existing query and make changes to it. So you can add extra fields, swap the fields around, etc. Make sure after you've made any changes that you click the Save button. Otherwise, any changes you've made will be lost.